TV's gotten crazy good, you know.
Tell me why.
In your mouth.
Yes, every single day. Yum, yum, yum.
Hey!
These are confusing times. I'm Adam from FWCI. This is the Incredible Hulk pitch meeting reaction, the Edward Norton edition, and because it's a very short video, we're gonna watch the 2003 reaction with my main man, Eric Bana, in the title role. So this is double Hulk pitch meeting reaction. Don't forget to subscribe to the video. Yes, I am staying green for the entire thing. And as always with these MCU pitch meeting reactions, there's going to be some figure photography at the end, so stay tuned for that. But let's jump into the Incredible Hulk.
So you have a Hulk script for me? Yes, sir, I do. And since a Hulk movie came out just a couple of years ago, we're gonna speed through all the origin stuff and just have him start out in hiding. Oh, so this is a sequel? Yeah, except all the actors and the style and the tone and a bunch of story elements are all different now. So it's like a reboot, except it kind of picks up where the last one left off. So it's like a re-quill or a C-boot or like a C-re. What was that? Oh, Apple is letting me test run some of their new software. No thank you, Siri. So anyway, yeah, Bruce has been hiding out.
I was not aware that the Edward Norton version picked up where the Eric Bana version ended. I think I remember that now that I rack my brain about it, but that just makes it even more confusing.
In Brazil and trying to avoid hulking out. So he stays away from commotion and tries to remain calm? Exactly. Very smart. And he also gets a job in a chaotic factory jam-packed with aggressive people. What? We're also gonna see him do a bunch of exciting stuff like shirtless yoga and shirtless breathing exercises. Watching people breathe is tight. Oh yeah, and that's an activity you can do pretty much anywhere. I like watching people breathe while they sleep. Oh, that's super creepy. Yeah. Anyway, so some bad guys want to track down the Hulk so they can weaponize him. That kind of sounds like the bad guy's motivation in the Iron Man movie we're working on. Oh, should I change it? It's probably fine. I mean, there's gonna be a time gap between the release of the two films, so people won't mind. How big of a gap? 1 month? That should do it. Great. Anyway, so
There was only a month between this and Iron Man? Holy shit. That makes me mad.
he's like bulletproof, so it doesn't do anything. Oh, so they realize that the guns are pointless and it's useless to shoot him with them? No, they're gonna keep shooting at him with bullets throughout the entire movie. They don't learn a thing. Wow, huge waste of ammo, but what are they gonna do, not shoot him? So anyway, the entire movie is gonna be Bruce trying to avoid being captured by the military. Isn't that kind of what happened in the first Hulk movie? People thought that was kind of drawn out and boring. Yeah, people did say that movie was kind of long, but this one's gonna be shorter. Oh, how much shorter are we talking? 3 minutes. Oh, fantastic. Anyway, we're also gonna do a thing where Bruce wants to go visit his girlfriend at a university, but everyone's on high alert because the military knows he might try to get in touch with her. Oh wow, so it's gonna be tough for him to sneak in there. Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh really? Yeah, he just gives pizza to 2 different guys and that solves all his problems. Using pizza for stealth purposes is my 3rd favorite way to use pizza. We're also gonna have a scene where Bruce is—
Alright, yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, let me know in the comments what your thoughts on this movie were, like, in general, kind of thing. Like, was it a good movie? Because I've watched it, like, maybe twice. I think I watched it when it first came out, and then I watched it one other time when I did, like, a big MCU, like, rewatch. But outside of those 2 times, I'm never drawn to watching this movie.
about to bang, but he has to stop himself because if he gets too aroused, he'll turn into the Hulk. Wow, feels pretty unnecessary to include that. Oh yeah, it's super unnecessary, and we're gonna make—
Did they retcon that idea that Hulk can't get aroused? Because later on, a seductive stroke of the hand from Natasha is what soothes his hulky heart.
Everyone picture an aroused Hulk. Oh, I hate that that image is in my brain right now. Yeah, it burns. So what else happens in the movie? Well, we're gonna have a bad guy turn into a bad version of the Hulk, and they're gonna have a big CGI fight. Wow, that is exactly what we're gonna do in the Iron Man movie. Wow, thank God they're coming out a month apart. Well, actually, I think the bad guy with similar powers thing is gonna be something that's gonna come back a lot in the MCU. Great.
That is something that bothers me as well. I hate when you've got 2 evenly matched, you know, a good guy and a bad guy. I'd rather, like, fire and ice kind of thing. I'd rather them be 2 sides of the same coin instead of the same side of the same coin. And while we're at it, the fact that Spider-Man has a personal relationship with every single criminal villain in New York City that he interacts with. That bugs me as well in all the Spider-Man movies. Why do you need to have this like personal connection to like all of your villains, with the exception of like Sandman, I guess?
Open wound of this scientist guy, and he's gonna start to transform into a monster too. Oh, where's that gonna go? Nowhere. But like in a sequel or something? Not even. Well, okay then. And at the end, we're gonna have a thing where Bruce is meditating again. So fun to watch. And then he's gonna open his eyes and look directly into the camera, and his eyes are green, and he's gonna smile. Why? Because movies do that sometimes. But what does it mean? Can he control the powers now? Maybe, I don't know. Movies do this though. How did that happen? Look, I just want the main character to look directly into the camera and smile. We don't have to overthink it. Well, okay then. So what do you think?
Yeah, that's a pretty dumb way to end that, and very cheesy. The MCU evolved well beyond that kind of cheesy bullshit.
Sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know how anyone could dislike this script. Well, great.
Edward Norton calls out Marvel for bad Incredible Hulk script. Look how angry he is there. I mean, this movie does absolutely nothing for me. Even the Eric Bana one, that didn't do a great deal for me as well. I did find it to be very slow. It was too long. It was too much Bruce Banner and not enough Hulk. The balance was not there. So Marvel is 0-2 in Incredible Hulk movies, it seems. I think, what is the best Incredible Hulk movie? Thor Ragnarok? Is that the best one? But now I'm going to have a look at the 2003 Hulk pitch meeting. Maybe I should have watched this one first. I don't know. I don't know which order they came out in. By the way, Eric Bana is hilarious. He is absolutely goddamn hilarious. He had a bunch of TV shows in the 90s in Australia before he went to Hollywood, and it was nothing but comedy. He did stand-up. Like, his comedy prowess, I don't think people in the US and maybe even in the UK really understand how hilarious that guy was.
Okay, let's get stuck into the first questions then. Okay, what is the difference between an oxymoron and a piss that one off. In which country was the painter Rembrandt born? Shit, that's a hard one. Oh no, it's not. I'll give you some clues, all right? Windmills, clogs, Dutch ovens. Bloke on the end?
The Netherlands.
Nah, Holland.
I love that guy's comedy. He will always have a place in my heart. And unfortunately, the Hulk movie that he made didn't do it for me. But let's see what Ryan George has to say about it. I'm sure it's going to be nothing but positive, glowing, affectionate compliments for this film.
So, you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do.
I thought we could do a movie about the Incredible Hulk. Oh boy, sounds good to me. I can't wait to see him smash some stuff. I know, right? But you're gonna have to. What? Well, we're not gonna see the Hulk for like the first 45 minutes of the film. Oh, okay. Seems kinda long. Well, maybe, but we're gonna want to give all the brooding a lot of space to breathe, you know? Really make this a slow burn. But his thing's that he smashes things, right?
What this also reminds me of, there was an Incredible Hulk video game from this movie. And I remember there were so many missions where you were Bruce Banner having to stealth your way around places. That must have sucked, trying to develop that movie into a game and try and make it interesting. It's an Incredible Hulk game. Why am I stealthing around like Bruce Banner? It makes me angry.
A whole lot of made-up science talk in just the most monotone, expressionless way you can imagine. Is our target audience gonna like that? Oh, they certainly are, sir, because we're gonna edit it like a comic book. What does that mean? Just a bunch of insane transitions between everything. Like, just a ton of them. We're talking wipes and zooms and panels. Just really make it seem like this is a comic book. Is that gonna translate?
Yeah, what the hell, man? What's with those transitions? I haven't seen this movie in a long time, clearly.
Well to the screen? It might. And that wacky editing stuff, that's gonna match the brooding tone you mentioned? Who's to say? Okay, so what happens in this thing anyway? Well, we're gonna meet Bruce Banner, right, and his ex-girlfriend Betty Ross, and they're both scientists working on regeneration. Oh, and what's their deal? Like, what's Bruce's personality like? Oh, well, no, it's not, there's not really one of those here. Oh, okay, well, what about Betty? No, just the blankest slate imaginable. Won't even react to dramatic things happening right in front of her. Straight facing it. Okay, I guess that'll be fun to watch.
Hang on, is it fun to watch?
Might be, and also
it might be, okay. Yeah, that's what I remember about this movie. It just being super glum and down energy and bland and boring.
So there's this guy Talbot, and he really wants to get his hands on the research and on Betty. Oh, yeah, he's a real jerk about it too. He wants to sell all this stuff to the military and make a bunch of money. Very evil. Anyway, so one day Bruce's coworker makes a big mistake, and Bruce gets hit with a bunch of radiation. Uh-oh, is he okay? Yeah, see, the thing is, Bruce's father David did a bunch of experiments on himself back in the day, and so Bruce's DNA is...
Bruce Banner's dad's name is David Banner. Isn't that a hip-hop artist, I'm pretty sure?
full of wacky stuff. Okay. And so the radiation blast activated that stuff instead of killing him. So he's totally fine despite all the radiation? Totally fine. He's like, hey Betty, remember my bad knee? Now it's my good knee. That kind of implies that his other knee is bad now. Oh yeah, whoops, whoopsie. Well, it's a cool line, so we're gonna keep it in anyway. Fair enough. So then later, Bruce is gonna transform into the Hulk. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah. So he's gonna smash some science equipment and fall asleep at home. Oh, okay. So anyway, Bruce's father has been showing up after being locked in an asylum for
Nick Nolte, Christ.
in Bruce. Oh, he is? And he uses some of Bruce's DNA to experiment on his dogs. There's no way that's good. It won't be good. And then that guy Talbot shows up at Bruce's place and Bruce turns into the Hulk and kicks his butt. Oh, hell yeah, here we go. But then Hulk runs off to fight the dogs. Oh. Yeah, David turned them into Hulk dogs and sent them after Betty, so Hulk has to go fight the dogs now.
The face on that thing. Yeah, I don't remember any of this. I thought he just fights the military. That's all I remember. This movie is clearly very forgettable.
Hulk dogs. He's gonna fight some Hulk dogs. Yeah, one of them's a French poodle, so he's gonna have to fight these dogs and it's gonna play out like a cartoon. Okay. Then he's gonna shove his fist down one of the dog's throats. It's gonna like explode or something. And so, do you think this is the kind of Hulk action that people want to see? Are people gonna want to see the Hulk punch a French poodle? Yeah, I think they will. I get, okay. Anyway, then Bruce gets captured and put in this underground military bunker place. Right. And Talbot, who's all messed up now, goes into his cell and starts poking him with a taser rod. He's gonna go into a closed room with Bruce, who just beat him up, and try to get him turned back into that monster. He is, yeah. Oh, a very dumb strategy.
Yeah,
anyway, eventually
I agree.
Bruce hulks out again, and Talbot's gonna have his men deploy the containment foam. Sorry, I thought you said containment foam. I did. Those are words that I said. And so now Hulk is gonna be in this containment foam, but then he's gonna get even angrier, so he's gonna start to break out of it. Oh. And Talbot's gonna shoot an explosive at him, but it's gonna bounce back and explode next to him. Oh, explosion scenes are tight with no exceptions. And it's gonna freeze frame, and he's gonna be outlined, and then we're gonna move to a different panel.
Wow. Really? That? Yeah, that's terrible.
That thing I just said. So now Hulk has to get out of this underground military bunker place. Is that gonna be hard for him to do? Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, Betty's father, General Ross, is gonna be like, all right, show him to the exit. Let's fight this guy outside. And he's just gonna straight up put people's lives in danger outside? He will, yeah, because this way we can have Hulk fight some helicopters and some tanks. Oh, yeah, that does sound fun. Yeah, he's gonna straight up
Yeah, I remember this shit right here.
away. Wow, so Bruce kills some people. Oh no, everybody's fine. Oh, they are? Yeah, literally everybody's fine throughout this entire sequence. Helicopters crash in the safest way possible. Everyone's okay. Yeah, seems pretty unlikely. Well, yeah, because if we have Bruce kill some people, it's gonna be tough to keep seeing him as the good guy, so everyone's gonna survive incredibly life-threatening situations with complete ease. Fair enough. At least there's gonna be some cool Hulk action in this movie. Hulk is also gonna stare at some fungus for a while. He's gonna stare at it. Okay. Anyway, then Bruce is gonna stop being angry thanks to the power of love or something. That usually does solve major problems in movies, sure. So then he gets captured again along with his crazy father. Oh, and how does that go? Oh, well, it turns out that his dad has done some more experiments on himself now, and now he can like fuse with anything. He pretty much turns into Absorbing Man. Oh. Yeah, so he like merges with electricity, and then him and Hulk, they take off to go have a final fight. What do you mean? Well, he's gonna be a bubble, he's gonna be the genie from Aladdin for a minute, Hulk is gonna punch some water, and it's all gonna be practically too dark to see. What is going on? And then General Ross is gonna drop a big bomb on them, and it's gonna seem like they're both dead. Oh, wow. But then we're gonna show that a year later, Bruce is actually living in South America now, and he has a real beard. Well, why would you specify that it's a real beard? Well, because the beard is clearly real. It's not a...
Oh, that is not a real beard. Wow. Okay, yeah, the ending of that movie, I have no recollection of that. And I have watched this
a fake beard, it's definitely a real one.
Okay, and so how did he even manage to get to South America after being bombed? Don't worry about it, we're all done now, so what do you think? Well, it sounds pretty slow paced for a movie about a big green guy that smashes things.
Yeah, well, I mean, if people don't really respond to this one, we could always make a new one in a couple years.
That's a good point, and then we'll be sure to get it right.
Wow, Edward Norton really didn't like that Hulk movie. That's a shame because Ed Norton is a great actor. I really liked his work in, I really like his work in Glass Onion. It was very entertaining. Both of these movies are terrible. Marvel's 0-2 with Hulk movies for sure. I don't know what's going to happen next. I mean, the last time we saw the Hulk, his son showed up, and, you know, he's Smart Hulk now, and She-Hulk is a thing, and I don't know what's going on with that, but the MCU is in a real... They're a little bit... it's like a drawer full of, like, extension cords, and it's just all tangled. That's kind of what's going on at the moment. So I didn't even know what to speculate with the Incredible Hulk character moving forward, but let me know in the comments what you thought about this one. Let me know what you think about the Hulk movies. Let me know what you think about Eric Bana's comedy prowess. Just go look up Eric Bana Full Frontal. I know that sounds like you're going to get something else, but trust me, that was the name of the TV show. Full Frontal, Eric Bana. Go watch some funny stuff. Thanks for checking this video out and enjoy this Incredible Hulk figure photography.